All right. Well, welcome, Tom. Tom Steepy is my guest today, and he's the owner of Image 360, a visual communication company. And it is so important with us reopening the world back up to have great visual communication to help people to be safe and also products to help them to be safe. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about your effort with your hashtag Stay Safe MKE Milwaukee.
Sure, absolutely, Susan. Thanks for having me here today. So our focus is shifted over to try and help customers and businesses get prepared to open up and run their business in a safe environment for their employees, as well as their guests and other visitors that are coming in. So we've been doing a lot of work with that aspect for people and customers. So we put together a checklist to try and help them plan for that and figure out what should they be doing and how can we help them get ready.
Oh, that's fantastic. So let's go through that checklist a little bit, Tom, first, so people can hear some of the things that they can do. And then what I'll do is I'll refer them to your website. We'll talk about some of the products that you offer them, because I know everybody's been thinking about how can I keep myself safe, my employees safe, and my customers safe. And it's certainly a concern for everybody. So let's start with that checklist. Tell us some things that people need to know.
Well, I guess first they got to kind of take a survey of their own business areas and look around as to where they are and what they've got going in there, and think of themselves as what are they going to do to make sure that they're protecting their clients as well as their customers. So people are going to come in, they're going to want to know what surfaces are they touching, where are they going to be standing, what do they have to focus on? Are they going to be seating nearing each other? Are we going to have information that we're providing to them? What are some of the things they're going to be concerned about? So you got to kind of put yourself in their shoes and figure that aspect of it out and take a look at the things that you need to be concerned about.
That's great. Is there anything else on that checklist that you can share with us that they need to think about before reopening?
Well, absolutely. They've got to take a look and say, not only are the customers and clients coming in that have to be in there, but they've got to take a look and say, what do they need to be doing, and what are the products and stuff that they've got to put into their own facilities to make sure that they are safe. They need to be able to put some information, communicate the things that they're doing, communicate stuff like, it sounds a little simple, but you need to be standing here, you need to be 6 feet away, you need to be using a face shield or mask. Or are we doing curbside and we need to only do stuff on the outside of the building and business with it? Or what about protective gloves and things of that nature that you might have to wear? What other kind of information might you be able to communicate to them?
Yeah, that's great. And we're seeing some of that visual communication already in businesses. I know for myself, I went to Pick and Save and they had actual a spot stand here. In the line, so you knew exactly what was 6 feet away, and they had the plastic shields between the customer and the cash register person. So tell us a little bit about some of those products like that you have available for people so they know that they've got a one-stop shop with you.
Yeah, absolutely. We've done things for, as an example, like protective shields. Very, very popular, difficult to get a hold of these days, but we've been doing protective shields for people. So when you go to stores, it's going to say, I want to make sure that I've got a barrier between myself and others, so clear acrylic protective shields. We also have done face shields, so used a lot in the medical industries or people that have to work where they're going to protect their entire face from any kind of splatters and things that are going on in there.
Wow.
So those are a couple things. We've also done stuff with signage in there. So when you're coming into an area, you want to be able to say, boy, do I have to stand in a certain area? So we've got a lot of floor graphics. We got freestanding signs. We've got displays that even have hand sanitizers associated with them. So you can kind of wash your hands off and clean when you're touching surfaces in there. We've got signage that'll tell you in certain directions, because some stores want you to be moving in, let's say only to the left, and we're going to circulate and walk around in a counterclockwise direction through the store, as an example. So we've done stuff for that way. We've got outdoor signage as well that explains what entrance to go to, or what direction do you have to walk in, or do you have to put some kind of barriers up or informational signs for that. Or maybe they're doing curbside pickup and deliveries. A lot of restaurants have been doing that. Where do I go to get my curbside pickup? It might not be obvious.
So they can get the plastic shields from you too. If, like, say, for example, that plastic shield between the customer and the cash register, the customer and the nail tech, can they get those kinds of shields from you as well?
Absolutely. We've got several different sizes that we've worked with on those, and they're all freestanding.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, where can they find this information, both the checklist as well as the products that go with the checklist?
Well, they could go right to my website, which is www.image360newberlin.com. Okay. And once you go onto my website, I have a little banner in there that says COVID-19 products. You can click onto that informational banner. It'll take you right to the checklist that's in there, as well as a complete brochure that I've got of all the different products that we're offering.
Nice, nice. And any idea, I know quantity must make a difference, but any idea on the turnaround time, Tom?
Well, some of the products we're turning things around for people the same day.
Nice.
Other products that may take several days. It just depends on exactly what you're ordering and how many and exactly what the SKU is, I guess, for the others that we've got going.
And can individuals buy some of these things for you, or is this mainly geared towards business? So, for example, as we're thinking about opening up, I know now some of these retail stores can open up with 25% capacity, but what if somebody wants to get a shield for themselves and their family and some plastic gloves and some of those masks you were talking about? Is there a minimum order that you have?
We've done stuff for anything from large businesses to small individuals and small companies. So, yeah, we do have a minimum order within our business. It's $50, but quite honestly, by the time you get yourself a shield and some signage and the like we've got in there, we have some packages that are pretty much fit just about any size business or individual that you need, even church organizations and the like.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, even I suppose that $50 is not too hard to get to if someone's buying for their family, these face shields, and there's masks and gloves and all of that. Okay, great. So spell out your website again, Tom. This is Tom Steepy with Image360. Can you spell that out again, your website?
Yes, it's www.image360 New Berlin, NEWBERLIN.com.
Fantastic. And if they have some individual questions and want to contact you directly, Tom, how would they do that?
Yeah, they can just call me right here at our store at 262-789-8006.
Fantastic. And do you have an email that you'd like to share as well?
Sure. They can email me directly. It's tom@image360newberlin.com.
Fantastic. That's great. Any last parting words about hashtag safe, stay safe Milwaukee? I'm sure you've talked to a lot of businesses and you're hearing some of their concerns. Anything you want to share in terms of parting words of wisdom?
Yeah, I guess I'd say take care of your employees and take care of yourself. That's really the most important for everybody in there. I think that's what Stay Safe Milwaukee is all about in there, and I'd like to make sure that we're trying to do whatever little bit we can do to try and help that for everyone.
That's great. That's wonderful. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and what a great mission you have for everybody right now. It's really exciting.
Thank you very much, Susan. I appreciate it.
You bet.